Dr. Shtaygen. Study hard, learn healthy.
Hi, my name is Rabbi Shlomo Ben Ze'ev, and I'm the founder and inventor of the Dr. Shtaygen Standard 1.0. Today I want to show you how to use the standard together with books. In other videos we will see how to do that with laptops and various other things. So let's get started. I am, as you can see, an Orthodox Jew, and as an Orthodox Jew I like very much to learn, and when we learn we use all sorts of books. We use medium-sized books. For example, this is a what's called a Pninim Talmud Bavli, a Babylonian Talmud. It's a regular-sized book, and we also use very large ones. This is called a Shas Chatanim. This is a very large, very heavy book. It's actually the heaviest volume in the entire Babylonian Talmud, and I want to show you how to use the standard together with it so that you have good support and no problems. When you come along and you bring your standard to wherever it is you want, you place it on a flat surface and you now want to use it. So the obvious thing to do is to start raising it to a height which is good for you. Now for the average person, that's going to be, again, you pick it up a little bit with your hand, you put one hand on top of the carry handle, and you raise it up one level so that it's standing like this. For this, at this level, every single book that you're going to put on it will have the proper support. Now, the principle that you want to use when you're using it together with your book is to understand that the weight of the volume is going to be pushing down on the standard. And therefore, if you're going to be using it at varying heights, it depends on the weight of the book. For example, this book is relatively small. The standard was designed to use it without any problems. I can use it at this height, I can use it at this height, and I can shift the height as much as I want. For example, many times when I'm using my standard 1.0 with my Talmud, and I usually learn at this size, so I will sometimes raise it up even higher. Again, put your hand down on the carry handle and raise it up to the next level, and that way it, first of all, is eye level with me, with my height. I'm 5'11", 180 centimeters. So for me, this is the perfect level for me. And it's also closer to my face so that when I'm sitting, I have correct posture, right? Sitting with my back straight and my neck straight. And here we are using it perfectly. Now the truth of the matter is that it can be used even with the tremendous Talmud Bavli, which I showed you before. This volume is very big and very heavy. The difference is going to be obviously that it has more weight and it has a larger center of balance. Therefore, I can't use it at every single height, but I certainly can use it at varying heights. Let me show you. All right, the page holders, let me just quick point about the page holders. The page holders can be opened. They swing in and out. As you can see, you don't bend them, you swivel them, right, back and forth in order to get them to work properly. In this case, I don't want them in the way when I'm putting down the volume. As you can see, the Talmud Bavli is going to be sitting here. When I use it at a level that is bent, it's going to have much more difficulty. It will fall down. However, if I want to use it at a higher level, first of all, I can certainly use it at this level with no problems, almost at any level. I found that the more the level is towards 50 degrees and less, the more difficulty it's going to have holding it up, because it's a matter of weight and it's a matter of physics. But up until about 50 degrees, right, if you can see here, this is the 0 degree up to about 50 degrees, it should have no problem holding even a heavy Talmud Bavli like this, it should have no problem holding it. One other point, if you want it to hold it well, it's better that the book platform be closer to standing straight than otherwise. Okay? Now at an angle, the straighter it is, the more difficulty it's going to have holding it up, because the weight is now pushing directly down. If I let go here, this is just going to fall. So therefore, when using a big volume like this, it is best to A, straighten the legs, because then even if you make the platform straight, all of the weight is being borne by the legs, and it won't move. As you can see, the Talmud itself is very, very heavy. The newer versions of the standard have a larger book lip, so they can hold even books that are big like this with very, very easily. But essentially, if I want to learn in this position, even using a tremendous Talmud Bavli, right, like this, I have no problem using it in this position. For most people, this is going to be perfect. You really don't need a higher height than this. However, if you do want to use it with a tremendous Talmud Bavli at a higher level, so what you're going to do is, again, you're going to raise it. You want the legs to be as straight as possible. The straighter the legs, the easier time it's going to have to bear the weight of whatever you put on it. So as you can see, I made the legs straight. I do all the manipulations using the aluminum legs. And now that I have made it almost straight, I can put the Talmud Bavli on top of it, and I know that it's going to hold it and it's not going to fall. Now, obviously, the point of the stander is not only to be used while sitting, although while using it sitting, it's a great thing, but as our sages teach us in the Talmud Bavli and Masechet Ketubot, on page 111a, really, in order to optimize your health, you need to spend a third of your time sitting, a third of your time standing, and a third of your time moving. That's what our sages of blessed memory teach us. So, if I want to use this with my Talmud Bavli, even with my tremendous Talmud Bavli over here, so I'm going to have to stand it up. So in order to stand it up, well, depending on how you're using it again, let's say I'm going from the fully folded position. I'm going to pick it up a little bit. I'm going to put my hand on the base, and then using my arm and my shoulder, I put my arm and my shoulder together. I don't want to use only my arm, because that puts undue stress on your shoulder and it could cause some pain, and you need to watch your shoulder. Using my arm and my body together, I'm going to pick it up. As I said, the closer it's going to get to straight, the more carrying power it's going to have. So here you can see that I put it in an almost straight position. I can stand up next to this, and I can put it on top. And I know that I can now use my Talmud Bavli safely without worrying about it falling. I can look at it, it's my eye height, and I can use it while standing with no problems whatsoever. So I hope this has been instructional on how to use the Stander 1.0 with your books. If you have any suggestions, questions, please put in the comments below. And of course, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy using your stander. Thank you very much.